Gladys, akene loro nyadiboro no to tiende ango. Mano to kisungu mane. Anadwa wacho matina henya nikech seche osedhi. Your Excellency the President, this man we are burying today was a freedom fighter. He was not just a security for Raila Amolo Odinga. George was a freedom fighter. And you have been shown the veterans who were arrested at that time and taken to committee for nearly a year. I am proud to say today that I acted for them when they were charged with murder. For 9 months, they were in committee. I've been to committee myself. It is not a hotel. And the reason why they were arrested was because at Central Park, a policeman, special branch, was killed at the Central Park near the Serena Hotel. And this policeman made the mistake because he was not in uniform. And people saw him draw a gun. So the crowd jumped on him and he was literally pulled apart and died a very painful death at Central Park. Now, instead of doing proper investigations, what the police did was to look at the people who attended that rally, and they were looking at people who were generally with Raila Amolo Odinga or Jaramogi at that time, and that is why they were arbitrarily arrested. Even my own driver, who is here, Mike Okuma, was also arrested. There's a young man I've known for years in the street, known as Dod Kenyatta. He was there. Lumumba Owade, who had just spoken, was there. There were nearly 9 of them. Your Excellency, what helped that case was there was a policeman who recorded his statement in English. And then when we went to court, after he had been sworn to say the truth and nothing but the truth, when he was shown the statement and asked which language he was going to speak in, and he said he is going to speak in Swahili. Unfortunately, his statement was in English. So when I started asking him questions in English, the judge then, Okubasu, insisted that he must answer in English, that there cannot be a policeman who was a superintendent of police who did not understand the English language. So every time I put him a question and read his statement, all the time he was saying, hiyo si mambo yangu, mimi sikusema hiyo. So ujinga ya huyo polisi ndio ilifanya hawa wenzetu wakatoka katika jela. They were found innocent, but the worst thing is that they were charged with murder. And this man would have been hanged. And it was not just one day. Lumumba here, after 8 months, again he was arrested in Bungoma, and they said they had killed the son of the former member for Ebuye, Honorable Sambu. And I used to go to Bungoma every day, very early in the morning from Nairobi. 5 of them were charged during a by-election. Most of those young men died. The veterans who were taken to committee, nearly 3 of them are dead. But what am I trying to say? And you have said it before at one time, that the weaponization of the criminal justice system should stop. The police should not be used to make up trumped up charges. This young man at that time, he was in prison for 9 months on trumped up charges because he was a freedom fighter, and that's why he was being arrested and charged with the offense of murder. And I thank God that policeman, he wrote a statement in English, but somebody wrote it for him, and then when he was being questioned in court, he said no, he didn't know. There was a time when Jaramogi was called upon to go and give a statement at the CID concerning the death of Julie Ward. I think, Raila, you remember this because there's a young man who had gone into exile and had talked to Jaramogi. And Jaramogi made a statement. Instead of investigating that case, they now called Jaramogi to make the statement. And it was not an easy time at that time. So what I'm trying to say, let us build a society which is based on the Constitution and the rule of law. We can say many things. And me, I cannot be praise singing because we fought for a democratic constitution where people should talk, where people should talk, where people should talk. I was in parliament when people used to tell Moi that Moi hakuna mahali utaenda, you will be in power until the day you want to go. They told Moi, and I was in parliament at that time, there are only a few of us who said we cannot have this system of government. And Raila was the head at that time when Jaramogi had died, that we do not want that system of government. So I am asking you Kenyans, this constitution that we fought for, it is a very difficult document to keep. And if you keep on, song praising all the time, we will not have a country. So I urge you, tell your leaders the truth. Tell your leaders the truth. And know that even when, President, when you came here the first time, I was the only one who was here. I was the only one. I was here because I was convinced that institutions must work. A lot of my, even Otiende here said he cannot come. I tried to persuade him. I was here alone with you because I don't praise, song praise. I believe that you're the president and we are going to talk. So this country will go to the dogs again if the kind of language I'm hearing here, you continue with that language. Please, when you have something being brought to Siaya, it is a matter of right. It is not you are being given, it's a matter of right. It's a matter of right. And I cry. When I was in parliament, I was the only backbencher. I was here with Omamo, I was with Okero, there were other people like Okwanyo, and they used to tell me that you must be in government. All of us cannot be in government. Just fight for your right. Just fight for your right. And you'll have a better country. Asante sana kwa hayo machache. I call upon Raila Amolo Odinga to come and speak.
Hallelujah.